Yes, everybody, the moment we've all been waiting for is finally here. As you can see, Milos Kerkez is officially a Red. I want that energy in the building. How is everybody feeling about this signing? Come on. Guys, we thought the announcement was going to be... I really thought the announcement was going to be yesterday, but it doesn't look like it didn't end up happening, obviously. And I did have a feeling it was going to be around 12 p.m. or maybe 1 p.m. UK time, around that time. And we got it, baby. We got it. How's everybody? How's everybody in the building? Come on, guys. We're going to go through together. We're going to go through the quotes. We're going to go through what he said. We're going to react to all of it live time, you guys. And he will be reunited with his fellow international teammate in Dominic Soboslai. I cannot wait, you guys. I cannot wait. He looks so excited to join Liverpool Football Club. That's the kind of energy we're looking for. That's the kind of energy we want joining our football club. I'm preparing now to a quote, which is that for him, it was only ever Liverpool. He would have had a lot of clubs interested this summer, but I just think I just love it. I love players that show that type of enthusiasm towards Liverpool, you know, that desperately want to be here. And that's the only attitude that we want, you know, and the three that have come in, what I love is it's so clear that they've joined Liverpool for just pure footballing reasons and the type of football that we're going to be playing next season and how the future looks under Adnisla. Because, you know, the likes of Wirtz, Frimpong, Kerkez, they're very young players who can start for almost any team in the world, you know, so the fact that they've chosen this project for me, like, I get goosebumps thinking about it because whatever we have lined up behind the scenes shows that our future is very, very bright.
Congratulations and welcome to Liverpool. Can you describe your feelings to us right now?
Thank you very much. I'm really happy. It's a real honor for me, privilege to come to play for one of the biggest clubs in the world, biggest club in England. And I'm just...
Biggest club in England, indeed!
For that to be a reality, though,
yeah.
After speculation and talks going on, how does that feel to you as a player?
You know, it's you can't have much peace because, you know, it's Liverpool and you want to be a Liverpool player, and I think it's should be every kid's dream. And yeah, I was just waiting nearly every day and what is happening.
We know he's been waiting. We know he's been waiting.
And a couple of days ago, a week ago, he told me it's falling good and that we are flying this week here. So really, really happy. I watch a lot of clips about John Risa and obviously,
bro, he's gonna be banging in goals
Andrew Robertson,
like Risa did because he can shoot.
Watched a lot of videos and games of him, and for me, just like I say, it's real honor.
Bro, we need to keep Robbo as his mentor. We need to keep Robbo as his mentor.
Now, and I just want to get going.
What excites you most about Kerkez and what type of dynamic do you think he'll bring to us? What excites me most about the signing of Milos Kerkez, I think, A, is that he's Premier League proven and he's proven to be one of the best left backs in the league. So it means there's no adjustment period needed. Whereas Frimpong, for example, I would expect him maybe to need a bit more time. Also with playing more of a traditional right back role, if that makes sense. But there's Connor Bradley anyways there who has experience in the Premier League. So we have that backup and we'll have that competition, which is great for them. So one, that he's Premier League proven. So you expect him match week one to be at that level. I understand that level because he's faced all these teams already. You know what I mean? And then two, the attacking threat that he'll bring that Robbo had in his prime. And what I mean is in the final third, whipping those crosses in. But I think Kerkez has that added on threat of actually being able to be a real threat. You see some of the goals he scored for Bournemouth, they're beauties. And before, he also scored goals. So he'll bring a real threat in the final third. And then just the fact that he's solid defensively. You know, I have to say, I didn't watch most of Bournemouth's games, but when Mohamed Salah was up against him, I thought he did really well. You know, I thought he did a real good job defensively when he had to focus on those defensive duties. So to me, he seems like he's quite complete already. So there's only real places for him to grow. So the fact that he's already on this level at 21 with the kind of mentality that he's showing, bro, that's You said what's most excited? I feel like I could go on just about everything I'm most excited about this signing, but man, it's a special time to be alive. So you guys were asking if not Isaac, because that is looking very unlikely. The player that I personally can see us going for is Malik Fofana that I was mentioning before. He's still just 20 years old. He turned 20 just in March, born in 2005. And he's already a Belgium international, and he started 29 league games for Lyon last season. So at 20, he was already a key player for Lyon, who I believe finished in 6th place. He can play on either side, on the left or the right, so he brings that versatility, and he got 9 goal contributions, So he's someone that I think, with Lyon getting relegated to down a division as well, he could be available for a cut price. And I think, like I said, if we can't get our top target in Alexander Isak, which is going to be a very difficult one to get done, then I think we go for a profile like that, a profile similar to his, and potentially not play with a traditional 9 next season, and maybe wait a season for Isak when his value goes down and Newcastle is open to selling next season. We have to see, you know what I mean? Oh, breaking news, Napoli bid. Oh no, Plot bid. Let's have a look. The Telegraph just put out an article, you guys, on Darwin. Napoli are preparing an official bid for Darwin Núñez after identifying the Liverpool striker as their number 1 choice to strengthen Antonio Conte's attack for the Champions League. Conte had considered Jonathan David as a free transfer, but he's prioritizing Darwin because of his height and physical presence. He would be expected to cost around £70 million for a club to buy him this summer, with Liverpool reshaping their squad and already adding Wirtz to Slot's attack. Let's have a look at what else is being said here in the article. This is from a real reliable source. Yeah, so it doesn't actually say what the big will be, but it says that Liverpool want £70 million to sell Darwin Núñez this summer, with a number of clubs interested. So, yeah, it seems like, guys, he is their number 1 target. That's clear to see. Slot had out-and-out number 9s when everybody was fit towards the end of the season. He had the likes of Jota, he had the likes of Darwin, and yet he still preferred to play Lucho down the middle. And I think that is an indication as to how he's going to set up this season. Because even Alexander Isak, yes, you could say his best position is as a striker, and that he is a striker and he's a number 9, this and that he wouldn't be as good on the wings. But I think he's a very complete forward, in that he's not just a player who's going to be in the box to score goals. He's someone that can come in, fantastic in the build-up play. We've seen him linking up with Gordon against Liverpool. He was very good at doing that. I could see him even being good on the left wing. So I think even Alexander Isak isn't a traditional 9 in terms of like a target man in the box, like an Erling Haaland or like a Kerkez or even an Osimhen. You know what I mean? They're most lethal in the box. I think you could say Isak is also very dangerous running in behind. I think you could say Alexander Isak is very dangerous with a defender behind his back, because he's so good technically, where he can pick it up and find one of the wingers and feed them. So yeah, I would say Isak isn't a traditional 9 either. I see him as someone who's really complete in the things that he does, and that's probably why we're maybe willing to spend big money on him, as it looks, at least.